Hello, everyone. For our podcast today, we are very happy to receive Pamela Angeles Flores, Assistant General Manager of La Rose Noire Philippines. Welcome, Pamela.
Hello, Deborah. It's my first time to be in a podcast.
Wow, what an honor.
I know, mine. Honor's mine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm ready to start.
Okay, let's.
Pamela, what is your position at La Rose Noire today? And how long are you with La Rose Noire?
Yes, I've been here since 2017, and I am the Assistant General Manager.
All right, I see. And when you started with La Rose Noire, how many years did you intend to be with the company?
Oh, every time I get into a company or every time I get into a business, I don't think of until when it's going to be. So it's until it gives me joy. The end of the day, if I'm not happy with what I'm doing, then that's probably my cue to go and move on. But no time frame, so I'm here until I'm here.
I can see you still have a lot of joy being part of La Rose Noire
Yes,
then.
a lot of it, yes.
That's good. So, what is your best and worst memory with La Rose Noire ever since you started?
Okay, perhaps we can start with the worst.
Okay.
We had a fire, I think 2 years ago, and that was bad in a way that no one would ever think that your own company will have a disaster such as that. It was contained, it wasn't too big, but of course, it hampered operations for a while. But one thing I was I am and still until now very proud of that incident, even if it's the worst time at La Rose, is because we saw how resilient we were. The Filipinos during that time, I'm very proud of them. Even right after the fire, we put up our own office at the cafeteria, the second floor. We organized, and then there was business continuity despite that big tragedy. So it just comes to show on how all the employees and everyone in the factory loved the factory. They wanted it to continue. They did their best to make sure that whatever happened here is just within our premises but not felt outside. We still did our commitments. There was a little delay, but we were able to deliver, and now we're stronger as ever.
I think this is a very Filipino thing, putting their hearts in their jobs, right?
That's so true, Deborah. And you could say I am the head of all Filipinos here, and I speak for them, and I also fight for them. And the one thing I am very proud of is the big hearts that the Filipinos have. Even in the face of tragedy, of misfortune, there's always a smile that you will get from each Filipino. I think we are very resilient, and we're very, how do you put it? We always try to see the good in everything. So, having said that, yes, I'm very proud of the Philippine community that we have within La Rose, making world-class products and doing their jobs, giving their best, all with a smile. I did not answer the best part that I like.
What is the best memory you have with La Rose Noire?
It is not a memory. It still is ongoing. It's the giving of La Rose. We make sure we give back. We do a lot of beautiful products. We make everyone all over the world very happy. We're the Rolls Royce of the industry. But it's not all about just making money, making profit. It's also giving back to the community. And this is very close to my heart because it's our co-Filipinos, fellow Filipinos, who are beneficiaries to this. La Rose Noire has a La Rose Noire Cares program where we build schools, we share bread, we have nutrition programs for the underprivileged. We even do livelihood and charitable acts. All these just makes me very, very proud to be part of an organization who gives back. So that is my best, how do you put it? It's not a memory, it's the best feeling and activity that we continuously do until this day.
That's beautiful. And Pamela, could you say that is the one thing that makes you very proud of being part of La Rose Noire
Definitely.
company?
One of the many reasons. Of course, one is the giving back. And another reason I am very proud of La Rose is the quality of the products that we have. And of course, all over the world. I was in Switzerland recently, and I was in EHL in Lausanne, and I was happy to see, and also in Pasug, I was happy to meet their chef, who is also a Michelin chef, and they use our tarts. I was just so happy and shocked in a way, because when you're here in the Philippines, we're here every day in the factory doing what we do, making sure that we serve all the commitments we have to the customers. It's different when you go out there and meet one who actually uses it and is very happy about it. Just makes me so proud. It just makes me so proud. So that's one thing. The products that we make are world class, and the people who make those products, for me, with the big hearts, are also world class.
Could you explain to us, Pamela, a little more about the La Rose Noire Cares program, all that you do for the employees in La Rose Noire?
Oh, this is one thing I am very proud of La Rose, that I can say I've been with a lot of companies, a lot of some multinational companies as well, but not one of them would do so much as we are doing now, and that is a big feather on our cap. So right now, we have a La Rose Noire Cares program. There are 3 pillars. There is sustainability, corporate social responsibility, and charity. The one that we do a lot for our employees are artisans, as we call them, because they hand make all our products, handmade, beautiful products. That's why they're not just production workers, they're artisans in their own right,
Yeah.
right? So our artisans, all the things that we do for them is under the corporate social responsibility pillar. And we make sure they're happy doing what they do. And they are also healthy doing what they do. So here at La Rose, food is free. We have a 24/7 cafeteria, and they can eat as much as they want to. It's not like they are just rationed of what food to have. Even our products, they get to taste, our chocolates, our macarons. So, that's one thing that I'm very happy that we are able to share to our artisans. And then we also have a lot of events, activities.
Filipinos love parties.
Exactly. I was going to say that. Gerard says, you're party animals, because every instance or every opportunity to party, we grab that, okay? So from the start, we have, of course, January. It's the start of the new year. And then February, we have Chinese New Year. Even if we're not Chinese, we celebrate that. We also have Valentine's Day. And then we go on with Family Day. This is a time when our employees can bring their families over, their spouses, their children, and let them see the factory, for them to know the environment where their parents and their siblings or their children work, and they share also the products. So the effect is, the pride of being part of La Rose is not just within the workers, but also with the family. So that's very big on our list. Our Family Day, we have games, we have clowns. It's like how do you put it? Like a carnival that we set up. The events that I mentioned a while back, the Valentine's Day, we have events and activities that are catered specifically for that certain events. So like in Valentine's Day, we have we give away hearts, chocolate hearts, and then they have a love wall. They express their love for each other. And there's also some pairing that we do for all the singles. We have a matchmaking event, all those little things. Then we continuously have Oktoberfest. We also have our year-end party, our year-end gathering. That's like a Christmas party. So name it. Any event that we can do, we do. And I think it just makes work easier for everyone. They look forward to it. It's we don't just work hard, we play hard as well.
Right. I understand you are the one to guarantee that all the Filipinos in the factory are working happily. So
I guess, yes, that's my main role. And that's my mission, I guess. I guess that's what makes me happy doing what I'm doing, because I ensure that everybody is, feels the same way as I do. I always love this motto of Mother Teresa where she says, "It is not how much we give, but how much love we put into giving." Oh,
beautiful.
yes. Don't let me cry. Oh,
We are
where am I?
emotional
It's
today.
emotional today. Yes, yes, yes. I guess it's the heart that we put into. It's not just in financially, but also when you give your service, when you give your time, you give it with love. Oh my God, what's this?
That's beautiful, Pamela.
I know.
Beautiful.
I'm extra sensitive today. Okay.
So, Pamela, I heard that our artisans in the factory can also get a free massage. How does that work?
Yes, we do have that. We get from the outside some masseuse, and not only masseuse, even hairstylists.
Really?
So they get free massages, free haircuts, part of our Rose Noire program, Rose Noire Cares program. We also have seminars on wellness and just to make sure that after COVID, so many things happened.
Mhm.
So we just have to make sure that we take care not only of our bodies, but of course our mental health, our minds as well. So we have seminars on that, especially right after COVID, to help people cope. So, and it's a good thing, even after COVID, we were able to continue this. So that's big in
Right.
the agenda of Rose Noire Cares. We also have free shuttle for them. The idea of doing all these to our colleagues is for them to have work-life balance. We want them to really work hard, but once they get home, they really rest. They won't think of what food to bring the next day. They won't think of laundering their uniforms, because we take care of their uniform laundry as well. So they won't think of how to go to work and back, because there are free shuttles taking care of that. So basically, that's the idea, for them to have work-life balance and to just be happy both at home and at work.
I think they feel very appreciated, and that's why they love La Rose Noire so much.
Oh, that's good to hear. It is very heartwarming when I get some messages privately from our colleagues thanking us. So, and just grateful that they are part of the company. And that is very evident when we have our loyalty awards. You would see that a lot of, because we're like, 11 years old here in the Philippines, but we have 10-year awardees here since the start and more, and a lot of 5-year awardees too. So it's evident being happy and content staying with us for the long haul.
And what are the challenges when you are managing a big group of Filipinos in a manufacturing company like this?
Oh, a very big challenge, because sometimes the product, we already have SOPs for that. We have the best ingredients. We have the best recipes, and Mr. Dubois made sure even the process is in place. But our artisans, of course, being people, this is really the wild card in the puzzle. The challenge basically, of course, is knowing what will make them content and happy at work. We're dealing with different generations, from millennials to Gen Zs and now Gen As eventually. So they have different ways. My time is different from their time, so we have to adapt and understand what is important to them, what do they value, and we have to incorporate that in the philosophy of the company, because we want to build a culture of inclusion. So it's not like, okay, this is the way we do it, that's it. We also have to take into consideration what is important to them. So it is a challenge. It's still something that we have to perfect. That's why our human resources department is constantly reading up also and talking to people. Of course, you can't please everyone. And La Rose is not for everyone as well. We have high expectations because we deliver quality, world-class products. So we really demand so much. And sometimes, if the philosophy of our colleague wouldn't be aligned to that, then it doesn't click. So it's also a matter of finding the best match, of selecting the how do you put it? Selecting people who would want to strive for perfection. Because even everyone here knows that in La Rose, you constantly put up the bar. You always raise it up. We're not content with good. It has to be better and better and better every day. So the challenge is to incorporate that in the culture and also maintain that so that whatever the employee feels is also seen in the products. So I believe that employees are happy because they come up with beautiful and wonderful artisan work products.
For sure, for
Yes.
sure. So I'm sure working for a company like La Rose Noire, you also learn things from the company along the years. What did you learn from La Rose Noire that you brought to your life?
Perhaps it's really there are two main words that always ring in my head when you say La Rose. It's passion, or perhaps three: passion, innovation, and also perfection. So I can't do so well only at work. When I get home, that same philosophy continues. So I guess that's what happened to me. It's pushing myself that more can be done, that time is gold, is limited, so it has to be used right. And also, in the course of doing this, not forget what's also important, that you do what you do because of the loves of your life. And in this case, it's my family. So I also make sure that that's balanced. It's not just all work, but when I get home, I also have quality time with them because that's the quality part of La Rose. Quality time back home.
Quality in every sense,
True.
right? In every part,
Every
in
sense.
every area. Pamela, now that you touched the point of family, can you tell us more about who is the person behind the professional life? Who's Pamela with her family, with her daily life at home?
Oh, I am who I am at work and outside of work because people see me as someone who's jolly and also one who gives a lot of good energy, good vibes. That's how I am at work, at home too. I'm very lucky to be married to my husband who is my classmate since preschool.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes, so my childhood sweetheart is my husband now. And we have three wonderful girls. And yeah, whatever I have going on in the office, of course, except for the challenges and the problems not to bring home, I make sure. But that's how I'm seen. I'm a happy person. That's evident with 50 godchildren and around 12 couples of my godchildren in marriage.
Wow.
And so maybe they see something that they want to emulate in me, or they want in me that they want passed on to their kids. So I just want to be somebody who makes a difference, a good difference, whether it's making somebody feel good, patting someone on the back, at the back, or just inspiring others to do better. That's probably me in a nutshell.
I like that already. I have a question for you more in the personal side. What is the secret for this successful marriage for so many years?
love and respect.
Love and respect.
Always. It's not important who, when there is an argument, or let's say a discussion, we don't fight. That's not a joke. We don't fight anymore. Perhaps our first 2 years of marriage we did, but after that, no, we've mastered it. Perhaps we've mastered when one is not feeling okay, for me to back down, and vice versa. So perhaps it's just the love that is overwhelming that makes it work, not proving who is right or wrong. That's not what is important, but the love that you have and the respect for each other, to give each other space when necessary, and to communicate very, very well. There was a time I would ask my husband long ago for us to have coffee. That was my cue for, I had a bad day, let's go out and drink coffee. But he said, we have a good coffee machine, just have coffee at home. Of course, I got mad and said, he didn't understand what it was all about. And I didn't talk to him the entire night. And the next day he said, what's wrong with you? And then I told him, I wanted to go out. He said, for a guy, the thing I heard is, I want to have coffee, so I was giving you coffee. So, I realized that sometimes we don't have to speak codes. We just have to say it all out, plain and simple, especially for men.
Communication.
Communication. Tell them exactly what you want. So now, my husband said, if ever you feel bad or you want something and you can't say it and you're speaking in code, all you have to say is, this is important to me. Okay, so the next time, months after, again, a bad day, went home, I said, I think I want to eat outside. And then he goes again, the food that Maria prepared was so good. I said, okay, Dad, this is important to me. Okay, so fast, got dressed. So it worked. So I guess communication. There should be, if ever need be, you have to have a code if you can't say it outright. But at the end of the day, when you communicate, you understand each other, and there's just so much love and respect within a relationship, it will work.
And I heard you two have a very simple and effective way of building things together and having targets every year.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I share this with you every year, and it's December now, coming January, we sit down and say, okay, what is our target for the year? So we set this together. Funny, huh? We have KPIs for each other. But it's just different when husband and wife work together on a common objective. You get it faster than doing it independently. So we have done this since forever, that we sit down every start of the year and discuss what will we work on for this year. So it doesn't have to be something material, no? It's not just a new thing or what. It's even how we can improve things in the business, our relationship with our daughters, how we, everything. So we discuss that. And make that our goal for the year. And I'm happy to say that every year we do get what we set on early on. So it's working.
That's great.
It's working.
And I think that kind of format works for every area of our lives.
Yes, not only at home, even at work. Most importantly, at work, yes.
Do you teach this to your kids also? Do you want them to learn this from you?
Definitely. And I'm very happy that they're thinking that way. So, my daughter, when she's already in uni now, but when she was in high school, she said, okay, I want to be the senior, student council president when I get to this. So she works at it. She worked at it. She did everything towards that goal, and she did it. So, they have that mentality. I have 3 girls. I have a special needs child, our angel, Margarita. She's our eldest. My 2 others who are at school have this mentality, and I'm very proud of them. So, yeah, they also are goal setters, just like mom and dad. And, yeah, they also achieve them. They're achievers as well.
That's
very
great.
Proud, Mom.
I believe so. So, what is your biggest failure and biggest accomplishment in life, Pamela?
Oh, I don't see things as failures. Maybe it's also my positive attitude. I see them as learnings. So I can't even pinpoint really a failure. But if there's a learning that I would share with you is perhaps when our family has businesses, have land. So there was a time that we got into something with family also, and it did not quite work out because there was too much trust involved, where we did not put things in order in terms of documents. I was very young then, and I kind of was responsible for that big boo-boo. So I learned from that time on that not necessarily not to trust anyone, but just to make sure that everything is in order, so that later on, no regrets, and you don't lose anything. So I guess that's the biggest, how I put it, learning I have so far in my life that I've really learned from. Now anything I get into, I make sure that is well documented, well planned. I'm married to a lawyer, so he makes sure that's also in place. So yeah, I guess that's the biggest learning or failure, as we would call it. And in terms of achievement, it would be being my kids. I would say they are my greatest treasure. So yeah, they are still very young. So I'm excited to still see what life has in store for them. And with me and my husband guiding them, I'm sure they'll do very well.
You must be in the right direction. So, Pamela, what is the piece of advice you would give to anybody that is listening to us and maybe trying to grow in the career or grow in life as you did? What would be the piece of advice you would like to give them?
Very simple. Always look at the good side. Always look at the positive side. They always say you see the glass half empty or half full. Always see it half full. It makes things easier to do, all the tasks easier to do as well. And even if you are in a very dire situation and you still see the positive side, it's easier to get out of it. So be positive, think positive, and act positive as well.
Very nice. And the last question for you, how do you want to be remembered when you leave this world?
Oh, okay.
With the best laugh, right? The one with the best laugh.
I think that. And someone who did not do bad to her fellow man. I want to be known or to be remembered as someone who brought joy all the time and has inspired every moment, because there's so much, unhappiness and war going on. I don't want to add to that. So I want to be remembered as the fun lady who is not just fun but smart as well and made the difference.
So you already achieved it, I think.
Thank
Very
you, Deborah.
nice. Look,
Thank you.
It was very inspiring to talk to you today, Pam. Thank you so much for your time,
thank
for
you
accepting
also.
the invitation. And I just have to say thank you.
Thank you, Deborah. My pleasure.